out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second.
Virginia Tech, 10, SMU, 7.
So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. Slithers into space. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Caught behind the line. It's Duff. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. He's moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that.
Going for it all. Touchdown, SMU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Virginia Tech, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollard. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. That's caught. It's Adams. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
On the screen.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
At the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
At the 26-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Ward. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Out of the shotgun on third down. Skips away from pressure. Finds a little space. On his feet at the 40. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Sometimes an offsides penalty can slow down a rush. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hokies in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Using the quick game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Using his feet to buy time, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The short hands, it's Brown. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play.
Turning it on! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They are up by 7 over Bowling Green. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time it's complete. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to fire on second down. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Let's go. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback adapting. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. On the move, he fires. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Buys a little extra time. Breaks into the open. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
This always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And they tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds space on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a high...
A lot of room to the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grab near the sticks. It's Vance. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the right. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Jukes his way for more. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
At the 38.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ward. Quarterback extends the play. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.